Hey YouTube, Freedom for Cash coming at you. I hope you're doing well. I know I'm doing pretty good. Let's have a good weekend. The Dow closes at an all-time high record. Yes, the Dow has been doing great this week, and it's been breaking records for most of the week. And a lot of people are talking about it, and some people are even saying that we are back on track and the economy is moving forward. And you know, I talk with these people and they have their reasonings and they explain to me and tell me, oh, you know, Freedom for Cash, you know, we're back on track, and I'm back to where my money was back in 2007, 2008. Well, the fact of the matter is that is not true, okay? The value that the money had back in 2007 and 2008 is not equal to the value that your money has now. It's not even close. The amount of debt that this country has assumed since then is just unbelievable. The amount of wages that people have lost since then is just sickening. And the amount of money that's gone up on food and bills and gasoline, the value is not the same. You're paying much, much more for things now than you were back in 2007 and 2008. And I mean, you're paying greatly more. So I talk to these people and I try to explain this to them, and they're like, well, yeah, you know, but, you know, I've got my money back. No, you don't have your money back. You don't have your money back. And these people, they want to argue with me, and they want to tell me how wrong I am. And I don't get it. Anyway, here's an article from CNN. CNN stands for Corrupted News Nightly. And it says, we're back to the highest levels in history, but we've got more things going for the economy and the market than we did last time, meaning in 2007. Says Art Hogan, managing director at Lazard Capital. Back in 2007, the economy was on the verge of winding down and heading into a tailspin, he said, whereas now it's continuing to improve, albeit slowly. Now that is just an outright lie. That is an outright lie. And here's why. If you go back, and even if you go to YouTube, if you want proof of this, go back to YouTube. Go back and see what Peter Schiff was talking about. Go back and see what Ron Paul was talking about. These people were warning that this downfall was coming. So when this guy says, "Oh well, we were winding up the economy back then," no, he's lying right through his teeth. Because Washington, all the leaders in Washington, and Ben Bernanke kept on saying nothing's wrong, nothing was wrong at this point in time, and they absolutely refused to acknowledge that this crash was coming. If you remember, go back and do your research. Absolutely. So this statement is a fraud. That's why I say it's Corrupted News Nightly. But you can check the link if you want. Moving on. You know, everyone's up in arms about drones over America and drones against American people on American soil. To me, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. I don't care what Eric Holder says. I don't care what anybody says in Washington. They are going to use drones in America against American people. It's a done deal. I don't care what they say, how they say it, or what they write down. They don't listen to us anyway. They're going to kill us. And that's what they want to do. Okay, now, you know, with all this sequester and everything that's going on, this one kind of bothers me because Obama has canceled all White House tours. What does he have to hide? What does he have to hide in Washington? Why can't people tour the White House? This is very, very odd. He's either becoming very paranoid about what's going on. This is about security. This is a very interesting article. The link is underneath. He has canceled all tours at the White House. There's something very suspicious about that. Very. Here's an article that I found, again, from Corrupted News Nightly. And the number of American Patriot Extremist groups has reached a record level according to this new study. Experts are warning of a wave of anti-government violence. A report released Tuesday by the Southern Poverty Law Center. They counted 1,360 Patriot Extremist groups in 2012, which is up 7% from 2011. The study defines Patriot groups as anti-government militias, driven by the fear that authorities will strip them of their guns and liberties. New York SAFE Act. Yeah, that stripped guns. They believe that the Constitution is being raped. Let's see. Taking guns is against the Constitution. Yeah. Illegal search and seizure is against the Constitution. Yeah. Not being able to speak your mind is against the Constitution. Yeah. Well, there's 3 of them just off the top of my head. It is being shredded. With hate groups, things are going to get worse, and they feel like they are in a battle. We are in a battle. We are absolutely in a battle for our freedom. And it's stations like Corrupted News Nightly that are going to put out these articles and say, everything's okay, go back to sleep, go watch Dancing with the Stars, American Idol, The Voice, whatever you want to watch. The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, just go ahead and watch it because everything's fine. It's just really, really crazy out there. You know, and it said that California has the most militias with 81. So, here's an interesting article. A North Georgia city is considering passing an ordinance to make gun ownership mandatory. Leaders of Nelson, a city of just over 1,300 people, which is about 50 miles north of downtown Atlanta, says they only have one officer to patrol the entire town. He works an 8-hour day and then he goes home. So that leaves 16 hours of unprotected residence because they have one officer and he only works 8 hours a day. And once he reaches 40 hours, then he's done. Okay, so he's not working on the weekends either. Okay, so they are trying to pass an ordinance that gun ownership is mandatory. Double thumbs up on that one. Check that link out for sure. Here's a crazy one for Florida. Florida legislatures want anyone trying to buy ammunition to complete a anger management program with a proven affidavit that you passed the class. You need to have this affidavit in order to purchase ammo. It's ridiculous. Links underneath. Okay, Colorado is following in New York State's footsteps, and they have a bill that is pretty much almost a law. It's headed to the governor's desk right now for signing. It could be signed as early as next week. And what this does, it pretty much makes almost every single gun illegal as far as long guns that were basically ever made. Now here is the transcripts to what it says. This bill prohibits the sale, transfer, or possession of any magazines with a capacity of over 10 rounds or 5 rounds in a shotgun shell. It grandfathers in large capacity magazines already into possession on or before July 1st, 2013. Any person who sells, transfers, or possesses magazines after July 1st, 2013 will be committing a Class 2 misdemeanor. Any large capacity magazines manufactured in Colorado after the effective date, yada, 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 yada. Okay, so do you hear what it says? It says any shotguns that can carry 5 shells or more. That's pretty scary. That basically leaves it to single shot long guns and double barrel shotguns. That's basically the only 2 long guns that aren't illegal or soon to be illegal in Colorado. Links underneath, people. This is not getting any better. It's getting crazier and crazier by the moment. Thank you for supporting me and my channels. I really appreciate all my friends and subscribers here on YouTube. Let's have a great weekend. Stay safe.